Assalamu alaikum, welcome to my channel. Let us start with the definition of engineering mechanics. Engineering mechanics is a branch of physical science which deals with the behavior of a body when the body is at rest or in motion under the action of forces. Now let us understand this definition. It is a branch of physical science. As you can see in the figure, physics is divided into three parts: engineering mechanics, thermodynamics and electricity. So it is a part of physics which deals with the behavior of a body, means it predicts the motion of a body. When the body is at rest or in motion, two things are mentioned here: rest and motion. Rest refers to statics and motion refers to dynamics. Now what is statics? Statics is a branch of engineering mechanics which deals with the study of a body when the body is at rest. In statics, body will always be at rest. For example, a stationary car or a stationary person. As you can see in the figure, the weight of the person W is acting downwards and the normal reaction is acting upwards. Here W equals to N. So net force is equals to 0. In statics, net force will always be equals to 0. Net force will always be equals to 0. Or I can say net force of an object is 0 in the state of equilibrium. Now in this case, the mass of the person is m1 and the mass of the ladder is m2. The normal reaction from the wall is n1 and the normal reaction from the ground surface is n2. And also the friction force from the ground surface is small f. The combination of all these forces or net force is equals to 0. That's why this body is in equilibrium or in static condition. So points to be considered in statics is body is at rest or stationary and net force is equals to 0. Now in this simple example, we can understand the net force. Left force is 200 newtons and right force is 200 newtons. So 200 minus 200 equals to 0. Net force is equals to 0. That's why body is in equilibrium. Now what is dynamics? Dynamics is a branch of engineering mechanics which deals with the study of a body when the body is in motion. So in dynamics, body is in motion. For example, a moving car. And in dynamics, net force is not equals to 0. For example, left force is 200 newtons and right force is 150 newtons. Here net force is equals to minus 50 newtons. 150 minus 200 equals to minus 50 or 50 newtons to the left. So net force is not equals to 0. Dynamics is further divided into two parts: kinematics and kinetics. In kinematics, forces are not at all considered, and in kinetics, forces are considered. Now what is kinematics? Kinematics is a branch of engineering mechanics which deals with the bodies in motion without consideration of forces which are responsible for motion. For example, a projection of a ball. So in this projection, three things we will consider: displacement, velocity and acceleration. In this example, a ball is thrown with a velocity 20 meters per second. After 2 seconds, the velocity of the ball becomes 0 and it falls downwards. Now the last one is kinetics. Kinetics is a branch of engineering mechanics which deals with the bodies in motion due to application of forces. You can see in the figure that the force generated to the ball is equals to mass of the bat and the swing of the bat, acceleration of the swing of the bat. From Newton's second law, we know force is equals to mass into acceleration. So if we know the two variables, mass and acceleration, we can find the force. Or else I can say that if we know the force and the mass, we can find the acceleration. For example, force is equals to 20 newtons, mass is 5 kg in this example. A is equals to 20 divided by 5, which is equals to 4 meter per second square. Now let us summarize this lecture 1. Engineering mechanics is divided into two parts: statics and dynamics. Here the study of a body when the body is at rest means statics. The study of a body when the body is in motion means dynamics. Dynamics is further divided into two parts: kinematics and kinetics. The forces which cause the motion are not considered means kinematics. The forces which cause the motion are considered means kinetics. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon button.